Welcome back to the 21 Convention 2019 of Orlando, Florida. Our next speaker is from themanmindset.com. He is an alumni speaker of the 21 Convention from both the Patriarch Edition earlier this year, as well as in Warsaw, Poland in the summer. He is known as, well, actually more importantly than what he's known as, he's here to punch you guys in the chest and help you protect your fucking name. Without further ado, please help me welcome to the stage, Steve the Dean Williams! Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome back.
Thank you, brother. All right. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Almost done. Let's get it going. One of the things y'all, most of y'all guys were asking is, why is it I read books and I do all these things, but yet I just can't move forward? Let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all, if y'all had the opportunity right now, just show of hands, if you had the opportunity to have money right now, if I pulled money out of my pocket like this, and I said, who wants money? How many, and if you really want the money, show me a show of hands, who will want it? All right, show of hands, right? All right. All right, y'all want money, right? Well, let me show y'all something. See that right there? The pennies, the dimes, the nickels. The end result of me being a man, the end result of me being a whore, the end result of me being a gigolo and a fucking asshole started with this, with my mentor. Because my mentor, I started in 1980. I was 9 years old. That's the first thing my mentor did. He asked me who wanted money. And because I said I wanted money, because my thoughts were in line with my behaviors. Did I hit the wrong thing? Let me see. Hold on. All right. I guess I go backwards, right? Let me see. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. I got it now. Ask y'all money. See, the thing about the money I want you to understand is this. For a lot of you guys, you didn't come up there and get the money. That was the opportunity. You rose your hand. You said you wanted money. But when the opportunity presented itself, you didn't take it. Because you don't realize that nickel, that penny, and that dime is a penny, dime, and a nickel more than you have in your bank account. But what happened was your pride and your ego stopped you from getting the money because in your mind, it wasn't enough. You were looking for the dollars, the fives, and the tens and things like that. You see, gentlemen, pride and ego hold people back from things they want to do, and it keeps them from things that they should have. But there's another side for a few of you other guys. A lot of you guys are worried about what the other person might think of you if you came up here and grabbed a nickel, a dime, or a penny. Now, I'm a big kid. I got kids, grandfather. So there was a movie called The Lion King, and there was something that was in the trailer that was really powerful that was said. Life's not fair. While some are born to feast, others spend their lives in the dark begging for scraps. You see, most guys would rather stay in the same spot than take a step forward because they want instant results. They want to be a doctor in a day, a lawyer in a day. They want to fly an airplane in a day. But the problem is most men are out of nature. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk nature versus flow. You see, when a man is out of nature, okay, and all you do is think about the things you want to do, and you don't do them, they're only dreams, fantasies, and wasted fucking time. All you're doing is wasting your time dreaming about it when your behaviors are not in line with what you think. But see, when a man is out of nature, he tends to do things that men don't do. As Ed was talking about trying to cheat the game, some of them will try to cheat the game by roofing a woman's drink. When a man is out of nature, some of these guys out there will have male cuddle parties where they want to bond. Now, don't get it wrong, we're bonding as men, but I'm not cuddling with you motherfuckers. When a man is out of nature, they dress a certain way. Now, if you know anything about prison, you're not supposed to dress that way. There's a rule and reason why they did that in prison, but it shows when you're out of nature. When a man is out of nature, he hangs out with the food, hanging out with women, trying to be their fucking best friends, trying to be their shoulder to cry on, thinking that if I just hang in there long enough, she's gonna give me an opportunity. No, men, I don't hang out with the food. It's not my job. We're gonna talk about that bullshit, but that's not happening. Also, when a man is out of nature, he walks on eggshells, meaning when there's a woman that you like or someone you're interested in, you tippy-toe around because you're afraid of either she is not gonna like you, she's gonna judge you, or you just don't know what to say and get your point across. So what they do is walk on eggshells. Very important. Get your crayons out. When I say get your crayons out, write that down. Y'all mean? Nah, when I say y'all fucking mean, y'all mean. Motherfucker, y'all mean one time, goddammit. All right. The way you think must be in line with your behavior. See, the problem is when you are out of flow, you are what I call a victim. You're always distributing types of behaviors that are not really necessarily manly. And what do I mean by that? When you're out of flow, you're always blaming everybody for everything that goes wrong in your goddamn life. You're always making excuses. You always lie to yourself and tell yourself you're something that you're not. You live in the past and you're always prejudging things that will hold you back. Also, when you are out of nature, what happens is you will begin to follow somebody that is trying to prevent you from learning, where they will sit around and they will try to stop places like this and information that will get to you because they are out of nature. There was 284 individuals out of nature just because they were mad and angry. What a fucking shame. When there isn't a connection between your thoughts and actions, most men are lost. And when they're lost, they will obey, follow, confirm, fit in, and submit. A motherfucking man doesn't submit, gentlemen, at all. But what does it make you? It's like you're in the Serengeti as a lion, and some hippopotamus comes up to you and says, why don't you try an Impossible zebra burger that's made out of grass? It tastes like a real zebra, but it's not the real thing. You know, I think this is like 1959. There was a cartoon that came out way before the internet, and it was all about Lambert the sheepish lion. And what it was about was a lion that I guess he got lost, and he was raised by sheep until a point he thought he was a sheep and not a lion. You see, when one is out of his nature, even a lion believes he's a sheep if he's told he's a sheep. But when it comes to a man and it comes to y'all out of order, y'all have what I call 2 + 2 is 5 thinking. Not 4, but 5 thinking, and I'm going to explain that to you. 2 + 2 is 5 thinking is that those that are begging for scraps think the world owes them something. That is 2 + 2, 5 thinking. When you feel life in the world owes you something, let me tell you something. Life, the game, they don't owe you a goddamn thing. They don't owe you anything. But a lot of people have this thought process that life owes them something. You believe the negative stories that someone tells you. Matter of fact, not only do you believe the negative stories, you will take somebody else's story and you will make it your own story because of your trust to somebody who is not really being a man himself. 2 + 2 is 5 thinking. Believe in someone because other people believe it, that herd mentality. Just because one person believes it or the herd believes it, for a lot of you, y'all want a sense to be somewhere or to be a part of the group. And sometimes you feel like, you know what? In order to be a part of the group, I have to go ahead and believe that. 2 + 2, 5 thinking your behaviors and past attitudes can never be changed. A lot of y'all feel that, look, this is what I am. I'll never change. I'm too tall, too short, too fat, too skinny, too this, too that. I'm too poor. I don't have it. I can't get a woman. Poor fucking me. Drawing conclusions based off the information that goes against manhood. See, one thing that Ed was talking about cheating the game is that the game is a constant flow. And that is one thing you can never cheat is the game. Adopting the opinions and behaviors of the majority to feel safer. Now, for a lot of guys, that means joining cults or joining organizations that declaw you and defang you and take away from your manhood instead of help you to be a better man. Believing that you cannot control your outcomes. Every man out here, as a responsible man, we can never blame a woman for doing anything that we don't allow her to do. We don't allow her to do. But also remember, a woman's gonna do whatever you allow her to do. And if you are a doormat, she's definitely gonna walk over you. Assuming that you know everyone is thinking without any proof, trying to think or trying to automatically Harry Potter something. Like you see a woman, you automatically feel that, oh wait, she's not gonna like me. She's not gonna be interested in me. There's no way I've got a shot in her. Matter of fact, she doesn't want a guy like me. She wants a guy like this. She wants a tall guy, a guy with money, a guy with a nice car. That is pottering the game. Thinking and believing something won't happen because it hasn't happened before. Ignoring the truthful information so you don't have to think about the unpleasant facts. The truth of the matter is, man, when it comes to this game and it comes to you gentlemen learning, the problem is you're not honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself in order for you to grow. Judging outcomes and decisions and how they turned out rather than looking at the decision when it was made. Drawing conclusions rather than accepting the facts. And the fact of the matter is, she doesn't have to like your asses at all. She has every right to say no, and she's got every right to reject you. She doesn't have to like you. Sticking with the bad decisions because you invested so much time and money. There's a lot of you guys out there that have followed guys and realized that they were wrong and gave you wrong information, but yet, because you invested in them, you stuck with them and stood by them. Now it's time to talk about understanding flow. Now, I'm a big Marvel guy, like how Ed would say, this big-ass kid. I'm a big-ass kid when it comes to Marvel, so this is my dude right here. Thanos is my guy. I love Thanos because Thanos is how you men should think, not only when it comes to life, when it comes to everything that you do. So there was a saying that he said in the movie, and this was, like Ed say, push my wig back. And he said, as long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those who are unable to accept what can be. And what did he mean by that? As long as there are those who remember what was, they will always have 2 + 2 = 5 thinking. That means the man that lives in the past. He's in the present, but when he sees something he likes or something that he wants, he goes back to the past, but he never falls forward into the future. There will always be those who are unable to accept what can be. And what can be is that you all are great men. 2 + 2 = 4. But I don't have to tell you that. You should know that. But one of the things Thanos said is one of the hardest choices require the strongest will. And the thing that separates the men from everybody else is the willpower. Now let me explain Thanos for a second here. Because in the movie, just the movie, not the comics or anything, but in the movie, everybody thought it was all about the snap. Him snapping his fingers. But it wasn't. Basically what Thanos is that it didn't matter. See, he had to eliminate half of the human race, okay? That was the goal. But the thing is that he didn't care what was next. He always was moving toward what he had to do. And when he was doing it, his thoughts were always in line with his actions. Even when he lost, he kept going forward. Even when he was rejected, he kept going forward. Even when he got kicked down, he kept moving forward. Thanos' ultimate goal, like I said, was to get rid of half of life. But the thing was, he wasn't in the calculations. He was just into half. And that means that when it came to half, Thanos wanted to get rid of half, but he didn't think about the half. He didn't say, well, you get to stay and you get to leave and he didn't give a fuck. His ultimate goal was to get rid of half. He didn't care what half it was. His thoughts were in line with his behaviors. This is the most important part.